this can be, well, you're a scope yourself, Enzy. I'm sure you can tell the viewers at home just how good a map this can be for scoping, if the scope is feeling it. I mean, is this a map you look forward to?
Yeah, it's great, man. It's just like, on defense, you know, you can just... Yeah, on either side, you know, self-explanatory, scope on scope, catwalk. Catwalk to catwalk. You have a choice on this map, aggressive, slow. Most maps you can do that, but it really pays off both ways on city streets, I find anyway. And I just enjoy the map as a whole. I think it's incredibly balanced now. You know, back a few months ago, you know, it was largely defense biased. And, you know, teams have kind of worked their way out of that. As, I think actually Blackmane's going to take the scope on this match. So, if we just have Lee ready up.
That is one of the advantages, though, Enzy, of having more than one sick scope in your lineup. Of course, Blackmane used to scope as his main weapon. Fantasy used to be an SMG. So don't be too surprised if we see that switch come about here. And
Indeed.
Unfortunately, the server was on MR3, so we need to give it a quick restart, get it back onto MR12.
Indeed, I just gave them a little message there. I don't think they realise. I think these teams just want to get straight into it, you know? After a game like that, you know, there's no point sitting around. You know, just get straight into it. Their adrenaline's probably going through them right now. And they just want to get underway and play this game. Anyway, Vince, as we saw Anexis take that on overtime last map, what are your predictions for this map? You reckon Anexis can take this, or do you think Dignitas are going to come out stronger?
Well, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I mean, that was a very close map, and when you lose an overtime, you know, you've put so much energy, so much adrenaline, as you said before, into the map, and then you end up losing it in overtime. Some players do get affected by that quite deeply, so it's going to be interesting to see how Dignitas approach City Streets, if they're going to go like, screw this guys, let's just play our best and try win this, or if there's a couple of kind of like people a bit down on TeamSpeak or whatever, I'm not sure. Only time's going to tell. We are just waiting for Zycox to ready up. Either way, I'm expecting more of the same, Enzy. I'm expecting this to be a close map here. How about yourself, though? What are you feeling?
It's going to be close. It's definitely going to be close, but I'm not going to predict who's going to win anymore, because probably if I predict Dignitas, they'll probably lose. If I predict Anexis, they'll probably lose. So I'm just going to be like, I'm not going to say anything. But just an example of excitement, I haven't actually been able to go for my power P, so I'm holding my bladder back right now, so hopefully I don't die on stream, although a lot of people would probably like to hear that.
Go for it if you want, and I'll pick up the first round.
Alright, I will. Be right back, guys. Power P in process.
So, let's pick up the action. I'm going to take it away with Blackmane. Obviously, that scope change is going to be interesting to see how it works out for Dignitas. Blackmane is going to go for the fairly predictable wallbang spot, and he has picked up the first frag onto Future. Great stuff from him. One of the SMGs is down, and Nexus looking for the split here. 3 players on A side, 1 is over towards spawn side, as Bocco jumps around the corner. The SMG has picked up that kill onto Mark. There is still another one in pot. Fantasy now coming through into the A arches. Absolutely, Fantasy will pick up the SMG. So it could be a straight switch here. Bocco gets his second onto Fantasy. Exquisite stuff from him, definitely upping his game. Kawa back onto Stormy, back and forth action here. And now Bocco gets his third. Jesus. He's on a mission here, looking for his fourth. He's got the AK-47 as well. Perhaps the Nexus are going to decide to elect to rotate. It's absolutely what they're going to do. KZ Star with the bomb, rushing straight through double doors. Going to get the bomb straight down onto B. As Dignitas only just start to rotate themselves. Zycox is in a prime position to pick up frags. He's heavily tagged up Blackmane. Doesn't finish the job off though. Bomb is down courtesy of KZ Star, who then picks up the wounded kill onto Blackmane, leaving just Kawa to remain, and he has also been dropped. So, bit of an anticlimactic end there, but great stuff from Anexis. Got the picks. As soon as Dignitas was stacked on A, thought, screw this, let's go plant on B. And it definitely dictated the movement and the momentum of that round. Well played to them.
Power P complete. Anyway, let's pick it up with Bocco, as I see he's got 3 frags. Who's in? KZ Star with that grenade. He's going to run up to this flower area. Get the frag onto Koa. Koa beforehand getting the frag onto KZ Star. Bocco jumps around the corner with that AK. Gets the second. Is he going to get the third? With the golden AK. As Zycox will claim the frag onto Fantasy, but Future's going to nick that frag, as Delru will go down 2-0. And Vince, what actually happened in the first round? Obviously, I did miss it. Did anything extremely good happen?
Well, Blackmane picked up the scope, and he got a wall bang straight through the window from spawn onto Future, I believe it was. And then Bocco just went absolutely insane on A, and picked up 3 frags and won his team the round pretty much. So, yeah, all about Bocco. So it's 2-0, as now the Dignitas SMG say enough is enough. Fantasy's picked up 2. Saying whatever Bocco can do, I can do just as well. Looking for his third. There is a player in double doors, as Mark gets his second as well. An SMG duo of destruction here, and Fantasy gets his third. An SMG team ace, if you want to call it. That's a bit of a tongue twister, and that will make it a 2-1 to Dignitas. But talk about coming back with a vengeance there, NZ. Dignitas SMG is just going wild through mid.
The whole game's going wild, Vince. This action's just too quick. As Future will land a nade, and a car bomb goes down onto KZ Star from Mark. So Mark's going to get that frag. Going to give them the one man up. So let's follow on to Blackmane with that scope. Future with the SMG onto Koa. Blackmane on the top of the A stairs, overlooking A arch. I actually believe there's a player. It was Future. He has managed to rotate with his scope partner of Stormy. He has got the SMG, obviously. Stormy with that scope. Future will make his way onto the catwalk. Let's just have a look if one of the Dignitas players have got this covered. Delru hasn't. Blackmane hasn't. Although Future looks to be retreating into mid. Looks like an A-designated attack from Anexis. Very slow indeed. Haven't made it obvious, which is a good thing. So it looks like they'll probably get the plant down. As Delru will get the frag onto Future. Although Blackmane is coming down onto A-Arch. He heard the bomb. He's gonna kill the bomb planter. As Delru will get the frag onto Stormy as well. And that's gonna go to 2-2. As we have reached 840 viewers. Thanks, guys. Remember, spread the link around. Let's get that 1k viewers. That's our aim. And off to you, Vince.
Indeed, and if memory serves me correctly, this is how Crossfire started as well. Anexis took the first 2 rounds, and Dignitas came back, didn't they? So, could be more of the same here. Zycox and Stormy started this off. Having said that, though, Zycox did get a team frag onto Future. Dearie me, Bocco has also been taken down courtesy of Delru. And Dignitas looking fairly confident here. Have all the conceivable angles locked down, apart from mid, I'd have to say. Mid is the only weakness right now for Dignitas, but Cow is trying to stamp down on the mid push, taking out Zycox here. Stormy is going to go straight past his fallen comrade. He is trying to open up with a deagle onto Cow. Tagged him a couple of times, not enough to finish him off though. Picks up the AK-47, being tagged in the backside from, who is that? I think it may be Delru. And it's now going to be interesting to see how someone plays out. Delru picks up the frag onto KZ. Zarkawa back onto Stormy. And an eruption of dominance comes through from Dignitas, who take their 3-2 lead now, NZ. And it looks like it's going to be more of the same from Crossfire.
Indeed. A couple rounds back for Dignitas. Going to put them in to the lead. Following on to Zekos with the AK. Has got a good spawn. He's just going to wait out these nades, though, as the smoke seems to have failed in mid, but it isn't going to be a huge problem as Mark and Koa both get frags. KZ still going to chime in onto Koa. Going to pay for killing this teammate. Blackmane, oh god, Blackmane. Blackmane. I knew one day I'd say that. I knew one day I'd say that.
You fell into my trap. I don't feel so bad about saying that a while ago now. Thanks, dude.
God, I hate you, Vince. I hate you. As his pixie dust has rubbed off on me, guys. Apologies for that. I wasn't trying to be racist. Anyway, Blackmane, Maine, with that scope, is going to be looking for a frag on the mid area. Mark with that SMG. Zecox left up. I still can't believe I said that. Anyway, he gets the first. He's got 2 more left. As Blackmane and Delru are left standing. He's going to be looking for that bomb. Blackmane still in the spawn house. Delru on B. It's going to be a hard rotate from Delru, but as long as Blackmane can hear that plant, it goes for a fake. Blackmane is going to try and do a repeat of last round. Oh, Zecox actually heard him there. Blackmane made some noise. Zecox going to come into the house, get the frag onto Blackmane. Where is Delru? He's in mid, and he's got that area covered. He isn't going to get the frag, as the plant is going to be looking to go down. Who's going to get this frag? Zecox has to push. Delru is retreating, and the frag won't happen, but Delru will get the round.
Oh, so close. It just goes to show, Enzy, that one misplaced step could be the difference between life and death in COD 4. And Blackmane just felt that first-hand experience right there at the hands of Zycox. Blackmane is going to try that sneaky wall bang through mid again. Nothing's landing. Boko comes under heavy fire, has been dropped from Mark's SMG. In the meantime, Future pushing very aggressively into A Archers. One to his left, one to his right. The player to his right was Mark, picks him up. Now needs to be careful. He's given his position away. Zycox goes onto Fantasy. And Kawa does reply onto KZ Star. Future hasn't moved a muscle. He made noise before by taking down Mark. And he realises the likelihood is there is going to be a player at the top of those stairs. It will be... Actually, who is that going to be? I think it may have been Blackmane. Absolutely is Blackmane, but he has half pulled back. And in the meantime, Future has used that opportunity to start pushing through mid. Is heavily tagging up a player there, but Blackmane from the backside will deagle down Future. Stormy shuts down Delru. Seen another player on the street. And you have got Blackmane trying the back attack here with the scope, looking towards top. Street on the car, misses a relatively easy shot there from his high standards onto Stormy, but it's not a problem as Kawa finishes him off. Now a 2v1, Zycox has it all to do here, has picked up the first frag, and here, footsteps to his right, but somehow Kawa picks up that frag. I honestly thought Zycox had that in the bag, he had prime positioning, but Kawa just headshots him down, slaps him as he walks past, gets the easy defuse, and that's going to be 5-2, NZ, for City Streets, and perhaps we're going to be seeing that third map.
I hope we do, Vince. I hope we do. Obviously, their Koa is Swedish, so obviously that gave him the extra power boost for that frag. As he will claim that kill, and he'll get a car bomb as well onto KZ Star, and the second onto Boko. Koa coming off absolutely huge. Zecox gonna drop Delru, and let's see if Koa can land his third as he denies the A attack. And Fantasy coming in with a double frag of his own as well. 2 double frags coming in, and Blackmane with a single onto Stormy, despite Stormy dropping Fantasy. And that's 6-2. Dignitas storming ahead. They've already got a draw confirmed if they don't get any more rounds. So they're going to be very happy with this.
Absolutely. The worst case scenario for them right now in this first half is going in 6-6. So it's all pressure to Anexis. Of course, Dignitas, they're going to want to do better than 6-6. They're going to want to take this 10-2 if they possibly can. But they definitely do have pressure off them. Mark goes in with his second frag in a row there. Stormy and Boko are his victims on this occasion. That leaves Anexis with just Zycox and KZ Star. KZ Star has that bomb, and B looks ripe for the taking. There's only one player on Catwalk. If they can take this guy down, they have B open, but that's going to be Fantasy. And taking Fantasy down is almost an impossibility. As he jumps around the corner, gets his second onto Zycox. Perhaps this change-up for Fantasy going back to SMG and Blackmane taking that scope is just going to pay out dividends for Dignitas here, because Fantasy has been an absolute animal, and he's been working magnificently with Mark. 7-2, NZ.
7-2. Very one-sided here at the moment, but I'm not going to put it past the Nexus to bring this one back as Fantasy and Blackmane and Mark now all getting dropped simultaneously. As Delru and Koa are left standing, make that only Koa, the Swede, will go down. With the deagle from Stormy, quick round from Anexis, and a quick reply there, as it will go 7-3.
Absolutely, and this is what Anexis need. They need to bring this back to an 8-4, 7-5 kind of scoreline. Still doable. But Dignitas again are on the attack. Delru with the SMG is going to push him very quickly here, but unfortunately for him, he had to lower his weapon as he does the auto climb, and Boko will oblige with the easy SMG fire. Boko now pushing up very aggressively through B. He's another player that will be Mark, but Mark too quick on the trigger with the AK-47, and now he's going to be on B-bomb duty. He's going to defend that bomb with his life. There are 2 players down there, one of which is Stormy with the scope, so Mark has to be careful. Not peek out too far. 3 versus 3 now as Blackmane goes on to KZ Star. Very much an even, tense round this one. Anexis really need to start winning some rounds here. Future in mid He's going to go through double doors. The bomb is down around the B-bomb site. He's going to smoke out, probably go for the full plant here, straight after picking that bomb up. Here we go, full plant coming in. There is a grenade dropping down, very nearly claims the life of Future, but not quite. Call of Duty 4 can be a game of millimeters, and in that instance, the millimeters save Future's life. Zycox goes on to Mark. 3 versus 2. Cower and Blackmane. Blackmane with that scope's going to try and push around the corner here, but Stormy will go on to Cower. Blackmane pulls up the deagle. There's Future. 4-7 the scoreline here, NZ. And Anexis, if they win this round, they're right back into this game.
Indeed, they've done a good job getting them 2 rounds back. That B attack really working to their favour. And team-dignitas just have to change a couple things up. Gonna follow on to Bocco with the scope. SMG, sorry, has managed to get into mid and push the double doors. Delroot with the AK frag onto KZ start. Mark with the SMG. As Bocco is coming out of this double doors now. And he is going to see a player on the corner. That is Delroot. Delroot will go down. He makes it a 3v3. Bocco with the second onto Blackmane. As he will finally get dropped from Koa. So Future and Stormy. Future with the bomb on the catwalk. Misses a guy going into mid. As he has made his way into Wooden. Both Anexis players in Wooden right now. Who's that in the double doors? It is Fantasy. Let's see if he can pull off this 1v2. He did hear a weapon switch there. A smoke comes out. Fantasy going to be looking to stop this bomb plant. He's going to miss the frag there. Stormy, Future actually fakes the bomb plant. Maybe put Fantasy off a little bit. And Stormy will claim the frag. So it's all down to the Sweet Koa once again. With the Deagle as he does hear that player on Future run away into the shops area. He's got plenty of time here. 30 seconds on the clock. He's going to be looking for the frag, obviously. But Future's going to be there, laying in wait. That's 3 rounds on the trot for Anexis. And brilliant comeback there. Their B attack was absolutely splendid. And that's going to make it 7-5. And Anexis is going to be very happy with that, considering they were 7-2 down. And Dignitas probably a little bit frustrated, but they can't do anything about it now. They just need to get on with the game.
Yeah, and you can't help but feel that is a bullet dodged for Anexis. They were 2-7 down, and that had the makings of being something extraordinarily ugly, but they have just managed to avoid that absolute bullet. And roles reversed now. Anexis are going to be on defense, looking to pick up the rounds. If they've got a good defense here, Enzi, this one could be over relatively quickly. City Streets is one of those kind of maps, but KZ Start is going to try and prove his worth here, shutting down Mark. Dignitas looking to push the envelope at B. Having said that, there's such heavy defense on B. There's 4 players watching B. Future will shut down Delru in the meantime. Anexis looking strong here. Fantasy shuts down Bocco though, so it's a 4 versus 2. Now 4v1. It's going to leave Blackmane not for long as Future comes around that corner. But Enzi, 4 players on B there from Anexis. There was no chance in hell Dignitas were pushing through there. That was insane.
Indeed, Anexis with just an ice wall, just like Anivia from League of Legends. But this is COD 4, this is Chaos TV, and this is the Corsair Vengeance Cup lower bracket finals as Stormy will get the grenade onto Koa. Gonna get the early frag. Dignitas has 2 players now down. Bocco with that SMG gonna come into action as Delroot is looking at the bomb but isn't retrieving the bomb as of yet as Mark will SMG Zecox down. It's gonna have the first Anexis player die this round. Mark gonna come in with the second onto Future as well. So it's all even once again as Delroot will make sure Dignitas are ahead, that 1 step ahead, as they are now on the round difference. And he has got the bomb. He's looking for a rotate to A now. Let's see who that A defender is for Anexis. Stormy is on B, and KZ Star's in mid. He's pushing onto Catwalk, so this rotate might be good. But KZ Star has believed to hear the player going onto A, and maybe this isn't great. As KZ Star will come around with a headshot. He gets tagged in reply from Blackmane. Blackmane gonna throw that smoke out, get the bomb, lob a grenade over, but there is one in car park. That's Stormy, and Blackmane isn't going to get this plant down. Stormy finishes him off. Oh, god, that was so close. That could have easily been a Dignitas round, and if KZ Star didn't push into mid right there, they would have had it, because he would have heard that rotate, and went back to the A site, so very lucky there. 7-7.
Absolutely. Great stuff from KZ Star. That really comes with experience, though. He kind of knew what to expect. He was half anticipating that rotate, and as such made the most of his positioning, and definitely won his team the round there. As following on to Bocco. Bocco's going to pick up this corner, picked up one, looking for a second, but Kawa will pick up the kill onto Bocco. Bocco was on for the triple kill there, had he picked up that frag onto Kawa quite comfortably. But of course that leaves us in a 4 versus 4 situation. Anexis on defense. Fantasy's going to push through. Headshots Future down into the dumps. It's going to give Dignitas the advantage in this round. They're going to have to convert this into a round, though, as Fantasy gets his second onto KZ Star. And Mark comes in for his first of the round onto Zykox. Just Stormy remains here, and he's way back at the attack spawn. With the bomb going down on A. There we go, full plant down from Kawa. Stormy has seen Blackmane. But nothing is going to happen there as Blackmane gets the frag, but even if he had somehow miraculously taken down Blackmane, another 3 players on A, and they'd have known exactly where he was, wasn't going to be Stormy round anytime this year. 8-7 the scoreline, NZ, and I think that's the first round for Dignitas in 5 or 6.
Yeah, indeed. That's good, though. They needed that. You know, they changed it up and it worked. Maybe that's just the case now. Change a few things up and just confuse Anexis. As, again, Dignitas are 1 step ahead, but Stormy's 1 step ahead of Koa, as he will get that headshot down with the scope from the flower area. It looks like a designated A attack from the Dignitas side. Anexis have got their players around there. Future and Bocco going to come off huge, and Zykox coming in as well, even Blackmane with the scope. 1v5, let's see if you can pull this off. Not going to happen. Bocco with a grenade, and 8-8 there, and again, a wall of defense from Anexis, as they are just disciplined to hell right now. You know, they were 7-2 down, and to bring it back to 8-8 now, disappointing for Dignitas, but incredible for Anexis.
Yeah, this is exactly what the doctor ordered for Anexis. You know, strong, stable defenses. Mark's going to push through there onto mid, and he's going to get rewarded with a frag. Could get a second into Zykox, absolutely will do so. A is completely open. The bomb's down courtesy of Bocco's frag. It's back to a 2 versus 2. Now a 2v1 from Bocco. Was a 2v4 literally 3 seconds prior. And Stormy finishes off the round onto Delru. And I'm nearly getting hysterical because that round was just absolutely ridiculous. Anexis, just out of nowhere, turn a 2v4 into a round win. What just happened, NC?
Well, I think Christmas has come early for Anexis, because that was truly incredible. It was just like, what? That was literally all we can say about that play. As 2 Dignitas players go down early on, make that free. Zykox with the headshot onto Koa, and it just seems Dignitas again ploughed down now. We talked about Christmas. The ploughing has come early of the snow, and the snow is Dignitas right now. As it is 10-8. My god, Dignitas, you need to bring these rounds back, because I want to see a third map.
Oh, what a stark contrast to the 2-7 scoreline against Anexis just 10 or so minutes ago. Now winning 10-8 out of nowhere, as Mark is going to try and bunny hop his way to victory in A Arches. Has picked up one, instantly down from Future. Fantasy's had enough of this onslaught from Anexis. He's going to try and make something happen. Delru chimes in with a frag of his own. Bocco's been dropped here. Bocco definitely starting to find his form on 50 frags here. Joint top fragger with Future. But it's 2v4 in this round. Stormy and KZ Star make that 2v3, as KZ Star did previously just get a frag onto Delru. So Anexis going to have to make something happen for them here, as KZ Star gets another frag, this time onto Fantasy, who says legit in all chat. But to be fair to KZ Star, he could see Fantasy's head there and his shoulders. Stormy's heard 2 or 3 fakes. Going to peek round the corner, have a quick look-see. Kawa again. This time going to go for the full plant. It's a bit predictable, though, with the smoke down. They're going to assume it's going to be full plant, but Kawa will get that plant down regardless. Then gets the return frag onto KZ Star. Stormy's being heavily tagged, as is Kawa. Kawa's back to 100% again. And Blackmane in car park with that scope is going to be a real thorn in the side of Stormy here. Stormy has a player literally dead to his left and one to his right in car park. Has smoked down himself. It's only a matter of time before Kawa gets that frag. Or is he going to get this frag? What is Kawa doing? There we go. Kawa finally gets it onto Stormy. And that will be 10-9 to Dignitas pull around back there. But Blackney must have been wondering what was going on there with his teammate.
Indeed, Koa just looking at the stairs, but nonetheless, they did pick that round up. And what a game we have, guys. You're live on Chaos TV, 10-9. Here's your scoreline. We're nearly at 900 viewers. Well done, guys, if you stuck by us. Let's aim for that 1K. But anyway, Dignitas with a fast plant. Wow, Koa with a double frag. Fantasy with a frag of his own. As Boko and KZ Star are left standing for the Anexis side. As Mark is trying to SFG. What? Oh my god, Dignitas are bringing it back, guys. This is a match and a half. Actually, this is 2 matches and a half. This is great. Great stuff. 10-10, all even once again for about the 5th time already.
Man, this is like a weekend's action just put into one game for your viewing pleasure. It's ridiculous. And it's back to 10-10. I was wondering, do Dignitas have the resilience to carry this one forward? Answer is a resounding yes. And I love the fact that they mixed up the tempo of this game. They went, right, the slow and steady approach isn't really working too good for us. Let's try an all-out fast plan. They get a team ace. Great play from Dignitas. And Anexis are currently, I was about to say a player down, but they still are now that Fantasy's just pulled that one out of the bag. Onto Boko. 3 versus 2. Boko beforehand did get a kill onto Delroot. But Anexis pull it back to even. Zycox will SMG down fan around the A site. Both Dignitas players are in car park. Kawa with the bomb. Blackmane with the scope. Blackmane's going to go as Stormy comes round from the back at the worst possible time from the Dignitas perspective. Picks up that kill onto Kawa. Blackmane still assumes he's lurking around there, but Stormy, smart play, is going to retreat back to the mid-stairs. And Zycox on the plant pot area. This is looking precarious for Blackmane. Time ticking down. You can now hear that bottom left of your screen. 25 seconds remain. Stormy holding fast. Zycox likewise. Blackmane is hoping for a peek. He is dying for a peek. He wants one of these players to try and challenge him. Give him a whiff of a chance here. 10 seconds remaining. And now he's going to have to be forced to plant this bomb. Zycox can't see him. Finally sees him there, but Stormy will come round with the frag. 11-10. So unfortunate for Blackmane. You could see it's kind of his mental preparation through that round was, please get a pick, please get a pick. And no one was simply trying to take him out. So unlucky for him, 10 seconds remain, had to go for the bomb plant, and 11-10 the score on NZ. Do you think Dignitas can pull this one back? Or do you think we're going to see another overtime?
Hell yeah, I think they're going to bring this one back. I think we're going to see another overtime. Well, let's hope for it anyway. But it doesn't look very promising at the moment. As we do look at Dignitas' scores, Delroot surprisingly not doing the better as team. Not on Crossfire, he was absolutely raping face. And it doesn't seem to be going his way this game. As I think he's actually switched to AK now, maybe switching some stuff up. And what I've noticed is that Dignitas really mainly going for A pushes. Maybe they need to switch up, just go for a full-on mid push or a fast plant. Maybe go for a really aggressive B. Because it's at 12-10 now, and Nexus need one more round to finish this off. And they will be going to the grand finale versus Lowland Lions. Well, that's $6K.
Well, I think it was at 10-9 when Dignitas went for an all-out rush, didn't they, and got that fast plant down. They need to do something similar, but a double grenade will come in from Zycox. He picks up his 3rd frag there, pulls out the AK, 2 car bomb nades, then the bling AK to just match it. And you have to feel Dignitas' hopes are slipping away rapidly here. Zycox will get his 4th. And he's looking for his ace now. Can he pick it up? Boko says no, denies him. Picks up the kill into Fantasy. And that, ladies and gents, is a GG in the lower bracket finals of the CVC.